Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Greenwood Community Theater. You're listening to an on-stage version of Carolina Originals, and my guest tonight is Bad Weather States. They just got through performing here on Hometown Hodges' Facebook page, and we had a lot of great comments, by the way, during the show, guys. Welcome into the show, first of all. Hello, hey.
What's up, y'all?
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Boogie. How we doing?
Boogie down. Well, that's right. We're brought to you in part by Custom Audio and Lighting. Be sure and get in touch with those folks when you're planning a concert, an outdoor event, things, once we get through this virus. And they stay pretty booked with some of the biggest groups in the nation using their stages and lights. So your hometown event, your Hometown Hodges Facebook page, put that together with Custom Audio and Lighting, and I'll guarantee you're going to have a great sound and light show. Guys, let's hear it for those fellas working behind the stage.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They did a great job.
What a crew.
Good film.
They are great.
All right, who wants to start out and tell me the history of Bad Weather States? Anybody just jump right in and tell me.
Granger.
Yeah, okay, so yes. I'll, about 2015 or so, started writing music. Me and Nick Massey over here started playing acoustic shows at some local places here in town, and picked up Will in Austin, and I've known Will almost my entire life, and Austin the past 10 years or so. And
Granger and I were in band together.
yeah.
Starting in 6th grade in middle school.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, all the way through high school. So.
And so then we started playing full band, and we started recording at Dwayne's house, our first album, and then we just had the bright idea to ask him.
Just wouldn't leave him alone. So.
Yeah. And here we are.
That's cool. Great background.
5-6 years later.
I'll get everybody to introduce themselves, if we would. We'll start out on the end and work our way this way.
My name is Will Thompson, and I play drums, and I sing a little bit.
My name is Nick Massey. I play rhythm guitar.
Granger Smith, lead singer and acoustic guitar.
Austin Landers on the low end.
Dwayne Terry, chief beer drinker, and try to play a little guitar every now
Ah, man, you were tearing that guitar up. Oh, my goodness. And just might want to have another one on that. Well, this show is a show about, and it's my longest running radio show, is where I interview local groups from North or South Carolina that's out there doing it, out performing, out entertaining our people in North and South Carolina. And I'll play it back, so I get to play your performance tonight back and drop a little bit of the interview in and just have fun with it. And
Nice.
as Austin can tell you, it's kind of hard to bust formats on radio stations.
Yeah,
but,
it is.
I do find places to air this, but
Awesome.
and I got to talk to Austin just a second, guys, just because we're in the same top field, and he's on a station that I turned on back in the 80s, 89 or so, or 90. I forget the history, but we were Y1035, and now you're Sunny 1035. You just added the sun in on the Y, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. We kept
I was
the
over
line
there
of
playing
sun.
MC Hammer and all that stuff back
I
in
played MC Hammer today on Funky Friday.
Y'all still can't touch it.
Y103.5. Chapman. Oh, boy.
Nice.
But I'm glad to see that it's continuing on, and I think some of my music must have been left in one of those computers over there, because on some of those Funky Fridays you get into, or is it Flashback Friday?
Funky Friday, you
I
got it
hear
right.
some of my old music that I used to play.
Well, thank you for your contribution.
I must have left it
Funky
over there.
Friday.
Yeah, but
Funky.
we had a lot of fun, and much success to Sunny 103.5. They've done real good, and we listen to you too. By the way, I tune you in.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I was surprised. I didn't even know that you were in this group, but
Me either.
you just showed up and played some bass.
Yeah, they needed me.
Oh,
He
man.
just showed up tonight. We don't know where it came from.
I take that back. I might have known you because I think y'all played down at Rumors one time, maybe at the lake. My friend Mickey D.
We did.
Oh, yeah. We
Or
have
maybe
to-
it was the Dog.
The dog.
The
definitely.
dog.
Maybe
Yeah,
the
down
dog.
at the
Oh,
Dog.
yeah, the Dock,
Yeah, that was one of my old places. I used to play a little disco and dance music. But back to Bad Weather States, I should say. Your music's available. Let's tell them how they get it.
Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube.
all streaming platforms.
Yeah, all streaming platforms.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
burn your
online.
disc. Hey.
Dwayne
have-
will burn you an album.
If you want a CD or a cassette, just ask Dwayne.
Writing music now during this virus. What are you guys doing creatively behind the scenes? I know it's kind of tough not having the live audience.
Yeah, I think it's very weird to play
Weird.
in an empty theater and just rely on the five of us to hype up each other and reassure each other that it's
Yeah, you have to
going
rely
well.
on the energy
Yeah.
that's like right here. Usually we can kind of feed off the crowd a
That's
little
right.
bit, get energy back, you
Yeah.
know, but we have to keep it right there for us.
Yeah, and you just got to imagine, hey, they're watching on
Yeah.
TV, you know. But yeah, that's a tough thing to do. You feed off the energy that you feed the folks in person. And one thing I did notice is that you guys just stepped right up and got over that.
Oh yeah, these guys are top notch.
Hearing some Tears for Fears in there.
Yeah,
tonight?
Tears for Fears.
And all kind of what original tunes were yours? Songs.
Pretty much
Pretty
all
much
of
all
them.
of them, weren't
Yeah, yeah. Besides maybe 3 or 4.
3 covers.
Yeah, 3 covers maybe.
Who does most of the writing?
It's difficult to explain, but so
Everybody.
It's a
yeah,
joint.
pretty
It's a
much.
joint effort.
Yeah, it's 2020, 2020. Everybody's got a cut in this, and lyrics. I do lyrics. A lot of things come from Nick, riff wise. We get the
Granger
the
or
chord
Nick will,
structure.
Nick will bring a riff to practice, and maybe we'll play around with it. And then next practice, maybe Granger has something written to it, and then we all kind of add our splash here and there to round it out and come out with a song
It's
by the end of it.
very well polished. I mean, I can tell you guys work on this. Some of those breaks and things that you're doing with the sound, it's just great. I mean,
Thank you.
Awesome. You're going to go a long way, guys. And
We hope so.
being Greenwood's hometown group, that's just fantastic, too. I'm all behind you and do anything I can to get you played on the radio. And I know a buddy that's on the air, too, so he might can squeeze you.
Well, you mentioned hometown groups. We also have a lot of local music that is.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. Like there's a guy downstairs named Zach. He's in a band called the Mez. They're great. Got a lot of great local acts around
Absolutely.
here.
Yeah,
Greenwood is a very talented town.
Dense
Very
with talent.
Very much so.
Yep.
And it continues on with you guys. So, yeah, I was noticing, I would see you booked all over the place before this virus hit.
Yeah. It's
know,
unfortunate.
We just want to
yeah.
play again. Want to play for all y'all again.
Please, somebody make a vaccine.
Yeah,
They're working on it.
yeah. Terrible thing, terrible. Never thought I'd ever see this. Never thought it could happen, and I'm sure that's the way you guys feel too. But it hit the music industry so hard.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just out of nowhere, and you're counting on that money to buy a new toy, a new instrument, or something.
A hamburger.
Hamburger, yeah.
Something to eat, some gas.
Well, that's the great thing. You speak of the difficulty of going through that. Like Hometown Hodges is making music readily available to an audience, that is craving it, but also for bands that crave to play live music.
Yes.
So things like this are amazing. So shout out to Hometown Hodges and
damn
Abbeville Opera House and Greenwood Community Theater for everyone pitching in and just, making things happen in a tough circumstance.
Exactly, and just think of all the different times people's going to go to the page and look at your videos because it can play over and over and over. Just hit click,
share,
and,
share, share.
and share, and
Sunny
book
and share.
these guys when you can.
Yes, please.
So you've got all those pages for folks to get in touch with
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah, we are.
And so good luck. Continue on, guys. And it was a pleasure to be here and get to hear it. Folks, I'm one of the only people in the audience, and I get to sit back and think about a lot of things when these guys are playing. But tonight, they kind of took me away. I got up on that jet and flew about 3 hours and had a nice, safe landing. And, so you did take me on a journey, and it was a good journey, too. The lights, the sound. You've worked on this show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's polished.
We appreciate you being
Well,
here.
thank you
brother.
so much. For
Thank
that.
y'all so
Yeah,
much.
it means a lot to hear that.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Great compliment right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, goes a long way with me, too, just seeing you guys continue on doing what you're doing. And that's what this show's all about. The local artists in North and South Carolina, and especially tonight, being Greenwoodians, that's even better because we all hang together, and there's been so many good things happen with musicians over the years, and I hope the same thing happens to you guys. Go straight to the top, and let's get through this virus. And thanks for listening to Carolina Originals, brought to you in part by Custom Audio and Lights. Be sure and get in touch with our friends there, and Hometown Hodges, where you can watch all the Facebook pages. And Bad Weather States has just got it going on. That's all I can say.
Thank you, buddy.
Boogie's got it going on.
Thank you, Boogie.
Can I borrow your radio voice for one day? Just one day. Just let me get that voice. Just for one day. Okay.
I kind of hung it up like the old hammer, but when this started going on, it brought me out. I had to get back out. I said, this is a good thing for local musicians and for people watching. So, I come out of the basement myself, and I said, let me get back out involved in some type of concert. We used to put on concerts and things out at the Civic Center and promote and do things. And, man, it's just in your blood. If I can't play it on the radio, I'll play it on my own show. How about that? And that's another thing. And I was already saying goodbye, but to get to play a local artist on the radio is a tough thing to do, to get through program directors, consultants, and everybody. So you've got to play this, you've got to play that, and 4 hits an hour, and,
Right.
Oh,
okay.
I know.
You do know. Thank you, folks. You're going to hear it on Carolina Originals. Matter of fact, you're listening to it right now.
There you go.
There you go.
Later.